Alright, hello there. This is a video for Kootra and Nova for their series Minecraft Asgard Adventures. They were after their Herobrine tag. Before that, actually, Kootra was having some trouble with Railcraft. Right now, I'm using a mod pack called FTB or Feed the Beast. So that's why I have like a mini map. I have this crazy armor, and some other stuff. But basically, ignore that. I'm just gonna focus mainly on Railcraft. So, first step is rolling machine. Kootra was having a ton of trouble with this. Basically, if I write in Steam, you can notice there's 3 engines. Actually 4, but ignore that last one. There's hobbyist, commercial, and industrial. Beginners, or when you're first starting out for something like the rolling machine, you're supposed to use hobbyist. Kootra was you were trying to skip and go straight to commercial and industrial. Those are a later game. Kind of need to work your way up to that. 'Cause if you look at the recipe, you need these iron plates. Requires a rolling machine. 4 iron and a rolling machine. Industrial ones, again, 4 steel and a rolling machine. So you're supposed to make the hobbyist one, which is 3 gold nuggets, glass, piston, gold-plated gears. Gold-plated gears, 4 gold nuggets, and a stone gear. Now the stone gear is from a mod called Railcraft, which is supposed to work in conjunction with Railcraft. You guys don't have that installed on your server, so of course that's why you guys had like 1 cobblestone is like an iron gear or something. Yeah, so it'd probably be like 1 cobblestone and 4 gold nuggets gets you this or whatever, but this is basically the normal recipe. And the interface looks really confusing. It really isn't. All you do is you place coal in here, and you place water bottles. So if I write water, place them here, and you'll fill this with water. It's already filled because I did this earlier. Let me just break this engine right now, and just replace one. So put in the coal, put in water, fill it with water. And the bottle disappears, but it's probably better than like a bucket because bottles are just made of glass, and you guys have literally a crap ton of glass, like an entire mountain of sand that can be turned into glass. So there's your water, there's your coal. Now basically it makes power, or MJ, which is what you use for this. See, the power reserve for this is going down because I was using it earlier, by creating steam, which is just coal and water. So when I power this with the redstone signal, right click, and right click, it'll start to warm up. And at first it's not pumping. That's because it's building up heat. So here the energy is increasing, or not energy, temperature. Once it hits 100, it'll start creating steam, which will be over here. Once that happens, it'll start outputting energy. So here you go, 100 outputting energy. It's 0.1, but as the heat keeps on increasing, so will the energy output. And then this is just the internal buffer of energy that it can hold, but since it's just going straight into this, so that's fine. One thing to note: if this thing runs out of water and it's still running, do not add more water. It will explode. So if it's out of water, then don't do anything. Just turn it off. Wait until it finishes its piece of fuel. Take out the fuel. Just wait until everything goes to 0, and then you'll be good. And then you can add water and stuff, whatever again, or just break the engine, whatever. So yeah, it's outputting energy, and basically you just put iron in here, and you click this button. It says click to craft because I have the newest version. I don't think yours would say that, but even so, you just click it, and then I'll craft it. Takes a while depending on how much energy you have. See, it just went to 0, and it gives me 8 standard rails. Now that's the first part to make track. If I go to the recipe for track, I need standard rails and wooden rail beds, and I'm going to show you how to use that right now. Oh, and sorry for if you can't hear me. It's the noise of my fan for my computer. But yeah, so what you need is to make this thing. Looks pretty crazy. It really isn't. You just need to make these things. Coke oven brick. You 27 of these, I believe. Yeah, 27. And it's just made with 5 sand and 4 bricks. Sand, plenty full of that you guys have. Brick you guys are probably gonna have to look for, but it's common in rivers, I think. So to get clay and then smelt it into bricks, so that won't be hard. So get 27 of those, and then make this exact pattern. You're gonna make a 3x3 with it, like that. Then you're gonna make a second row on top. And this one's gonna be a 3x3, but hollow in the middle. Oh, wow. Well, now I can't even jump on top. There we go. With the middle piece empty, and that third layer on top, which is just a normal 3x3, except completely filled in. And let me turn it to day. There we go. And right now it looks like nothing, but once I put in this last piece, it'll auto update, and bam, it has this little thing in here. And I have one right here that's working right now. Basically, just put some coal in there and it turns into coal coke, which is actually really worth it. It seems really dumb, but it's really worth it because coal coke runs way better, lasts like 3 times longer than normal coal. Either 2 or 4 times longer, somewhere in between there, than normal coal. So it's really in your interest. It takes a while to make, but it's really good in your interest. And as a result, it'll make this creosote oil. Now, I don't know which version of Railcraft you have. If you have this one, it's like an actual liquid, and you have to put bottles in there to take it out. But if you have the older versions, it'll just give you the bottles automatically. Once you do that, you just take the bottles, get some oak wood slabs, or any slabs, it doesn't really matter. And you'll get some wooden ties. Once you get 4 of them, just put them in an order like that, and you get wooden rail bed. That, with this, and there's your tracks. And they're just like normal tracks. You know, whatever. One of the things you will need for a lot of the things in Railcraft, though, will be a crowbar. So, especially make this. Recipe's really easy. 3 iron in a diagonal like this, and rose reds on the sides. If you aren't using the newest version, I think it's just normally just normal 3 iron, like that, without the rose red. But I'm pretty sure your version, you do need rose red. And that'll be used for a lot of the other stuff, like, if I try to break this rail, actually, hold on. Oh, that's weird. Usually it's supposed to take, like, a really long time unless you use a crowbar, but whatever. Finally, you guys were having a problem with the suspended rails. You need to shift click, I believe, so let me just get some blocks. Like cobblestone. So if I have a cobblestone block here, if I shift click on it, there you go. If I shift click on it, you'll notice that it goes above the rail. So okay, so I just place a normal one up top, and then I shift click on that really small hitbox so you can see that's up there, not the block but that little piece, and there it's floating. Then I do it again. It only goes out 2 blocks, but then you can just put a block this and just continue doing that. So not really in your interest, but you could still make it look cool probably. And then the last thing would be the suspended track, so, or not suspended, elevator. So I'm just making a little thing right here. Elevator tracks. And these need advanced rails, so this is later on. You're gonna need these later. You're gonna have to go later into Railcraft, more in end game, because these advanced rails, you need the normal rails plus gold and redstone. But spawn these in. So basically, just going to creative here. Oh, you can fly a little bit. So basically, that's the rail. It just goes straight up. Just power with redstone. Oh, there you go. There you go. And you just need some track leading up to it. So, like that. hold on. Sorry, this isn't very well prepared, but then let me just get a minecart. And just push it up. And there you go. And if I had some rails up here too, it probably... Oh. There we go. And there you go. So yeah, they work perfectly fine. But there's a lot of stuff that you can do in Railcraft. I highly, highly recommend that you get the second part of this. Oop, I'm still in creative. Second part of the other mod that goes in conjunction with Railcraft called Buildcraft. It's supposed to be used together really because it adds these type of pipe things. So if you saw any videos and they were talking about pipes and you're like, what the hell? This is what they were talking about. You need Buildcraft, and basically allows for transportation of items. So I'm just going to use some example pipes here. Here we go. Okay. So for example, like this pipe is called an obsidian pipe. These pipes are really cheap actually. If you look, it's just 2 of whatever it is. So it's cobblestone and 1 glass. It makes 8, so it's pretty cheap. And these are just normal pipes that you can just travel items in. If I use this obsidian stuff and I throw what, I don't know, just throw a standard rail in it. I just drop one, it picks it up, and then it moves it across, and it'll just spit it out because there's nowhere to go. But say I had a chest at the end, it would go automatically into the chest. See how it connects now? So if I just drop a whole bunch in here, they're all gonna go straight into the chest. I open up the chest, now there's a whole bunch in there. This is pretty cool for automating. You guys don't really need the mod Buildcraft, but it'd be pretty good. Just gonna have a lot of people might bitch at you, but don't get discouraged. If you need any tutorials or help, just DM me or something on YouTube or I don't know, Twitter, who knows, whatever it is. So yeah, that's basically it. That's basically how you start Railcraft, and it seems confusing, but it really isn't. And I'll let this fill with energy. Starting to build up, so I'm just gonna turn this off. But yeah, that's basically all you need to do for Railcraft. That's basically all you ever need. If you need any more help, like how to make more of the advanced stuff, because if I press right in track, ooh, there's a lot of track. You can do some crazy stuff like this launcher track. It's pretty freaking crazy. Like you can. Where's my crowbar? Oh wow, I didn't have a crowbar. This is a good way. This is a good reason why you need a crowbar. You can edit how far. If I right click this, the force. So it's let's say I put it just say 5, right? And I put a minecart over it. I need a lever. Activate it. Yeah. Well, that's really small. But if I go there it again, put one over there. These are really expensive, by the way. You wouldn't easily just get these. Yeah, it just goes into the abyss. Never to be seen for a good bit. I'm not gonna know if that's ever gonna land, but oh, is this it? Nope, that's my old one. Well, who knows where it is, but yeah. So you can do some pretty crazy stuff, but that's basically all the basics that you'll need to know to start, and that's basically how you make the normal tracks. So thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see you later, maybe.